Matthew Fry, of course you do. And most of the people here that are watching hashtag Rise and Grind, that's not the way you live your life. You're pushing it. You're mixing it up. You're changing. Let's just face it. However, there's somebody out there that's going to watch this episode of hashtag Rise and Grind, and they're going to go, you know what? I need some big, audacious goals. And I got to break out of these habits that I've created, these patterns where I'm doing the same thing month in and month out. I'm expecting different results. I have dreams. I have things that I want to do. There's people's lives that I want to impact. But yet, for some reason, I just keep getting the same, right? There's somebody out here that's going to watch it. As a matter of fact, right now we have 130 people watching live, which is awesome. We have a chance to break the all-time record. Will you do me a favor? If you don't normally share it right now. Come on. Do it for me. Let's have some fun. Let's mix it up. I'm going to go into some tips, but let's just mix it up real quick. Have some fun. Share this out. Tag some people. Be like, dude, you need to watch this. You need some big, audacious goals. Like, just start tagging people. Be like, dude, you're wearing the same chino shorts that you've been wearing when we were in high school 22 years ago. I need you to watch this. You got to mix this out. Dude, you're doing the same, right? Just come on. Let's go. Blow it up. Pow. See if we can break the record. I think the record's like 143 or something like that. See if we can break the record. That'd be stinking awesome. All right, check it out. So we've got these things like, don't beat yourself up, but it's time to break out of these behavior patterns that are holding you right here, that are keeping you at level. We've got to break out of that and don't worry about it. Like, naturally people do this. So I don't want you to beat yourself up, right? See, Julie says her thermostat is stuck. See, we need to move it. I don't want you to beat yourself up. I really don't, because this is just a natural state. This is what we do as human beings. We find the comfort zones, the areas in our life that are comfortable, that are warm, that are cozy, that are safe, right? Because it's dangerous to do these other things. It's super dangerous to do these other things. When you start to put yourself out there, when you start to expose yourself, all of those different things, right? So it's natural. So please don't beat yourself up and don't think that I'm beating you up. I'm not doing that at all. I just want to help you break out of it. I want to help you raise that thermostat. I want to help you live this absolute best version of yourself where life is filled with joy and passion, right? Don't you all want that? I know I want that. I want every day to be filled with joy and with passion. And that requires growth. It requires breaking it out. It requires you mixing it up. So how do I do it, Glenn? Give me some simple tips, Glenn Lundy. Would you please? Would you tell me how I can break out of this so that I can raise my thermostat, so that I can change things a little bit in my life? And I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to give you 5 simple tips, okay? These are easy 5 simple tips on how you can break out of this consistent rat race doing the same thing. First one, boom, easy, right? I want to make this easy for you. The very first one is I want you to play this game called the opposite game. I want you to mix it up, okay? There is a parking spot at wherever you work. There's a parking spot that you always look for or like to park in. There's an area in the parking lot that you look for and you like to park in. I want you to park on the opposite side of the parking lot. I know it sounds simple. I know you're like, you're crazy. I know that's little. Okay. There's a spot at the gym where you like to park. I want you to park on the opposite side of where you normally park. There is a seat at the church. There's a seat in your church that you always sit in. I want you to sit on the opposite side of the seat that you always sit in at the church, right? We're going to play the opposite game. Now, this seems simple. It seems trivial. You're like, well, Glenn, what difference does it make if I park here? I always like to park here. This is where I like to park. It's convenient. It's the closest one to the door. I've already measured it. If I go by the steps, it saves me. I get this many steps in. I get this many calories. Like, I have my spot. That's my thing. Exactly. Pattern interrupts. Teeny tiny pattern interrupts along the way. If you start doing things a little bit opposite, a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit against your norm and what you normally do. If you normally walk in the front door of your dealership, I want you to walk in through the back. If you normally grab a iced vanilla latte with whatever, I don't drink coffee, so I don't know, but if you normally have like an iced vanilla latte with whipped cream on the top, mix it up. Get something else. Let's go with a hot, what's the opposite of vanilla in the coffee world? I don't know. Let's go with a hot caramel cappuccino. There you go. Instead of an iced vanilla latte, let's go with a hot caramel cappuccino. Let's mix it up. These tiny little pattern interrupts. What you'll find is if you can shift, if you can start playing a little bit of the opposite game, you'll find that you'll start to break yourself out of these habits that you've created. You'll start to discover new things that you actually like and enjoy. Those little tiny shifts will create things in your mind. It will create these brand new connections and synapses in your mind, new paths, which will help you to see a different way. Trust me, it's crazy, but it works. So step one is I want you to play the opposite game. Start doing things opposite of your patterns and your normal behaviors. Step two is I want you to start saying yes to the things you normally say no to an extent. Disclosure. Do not start saying yes to doing lines of cocaine, smoking weed, getting obliterated drunk, or any of the other bad things, or any of the 7 deadly sins, okay? So I just want to throw that in there. But just start saying yes to some things that the opposite of vanilla is vanilla, whatever. Start saying yes to things you maybe normally say no to. Do your friends invite you and maybe your spouse, or do they invite you like to go out, maybe to go dancing, to maybe go out to dinner, maybe to go out to a movie, and you're like, always no? Oh, sorry. Yeah, we can't do that tonight. He's just so tired. When he gets home from work, he's just so tired, and we wear ourselves out, and so we just like to be home. Okay, no more. That's cool. Glad you like to be home. I'm glad that that's your comfort zone. I get it. But if you want to break out, you want to raise the thermostat, you want things to start to change, you want to increase your income, you want to increase your influence, you want to start getting promotions at work or whatever, then start saying yes. When your friends invite you over, start saying yes. When your boss asks you if you want to go with them to do something real quick, start saying yes and just watch what happens. It's another pattern interrupt. You'll find that things start to change. People start to respond to you differently, right? It's amazing. You've seen the movie, right? What was the movie with Jim Carrey where Yes Man, right? Just start saying yes and it completely transforms his entire life. Start saying yes and see what happens. Hey, so-and-so, you want to get up and go to the gym with me at 4 o'clock in the morning? Well, yeah, of course I do. You don't have to believe it. It doesn't have to be real. Just say yes and watch what happens. It's powerful. The third thing, step 3, is I want you to start placing variable daily goals. Okay? Follow me on this. A lot of people will set a consistent daily goal. So like in our dealerships, we might look at the month and we say, okay, we want to sell 150 cars this month. Then we divide that by the days and we say, okay, 150 cars divided by 27 business days, we have to sell 6 cars a day, right? And then that's the goal, and that's what we go tell our team. Got to sell 6 cars a day, guys. If we can average 6 cars a day, sell 6 cars a day every day, we'll sell 150 cars. Okay, I'm here to tell you, no. That's not the way we want to do this. We want to set variable daily goals. So if the goal is 150 cars at our dealership, we have 27 business days, we need to look at each day individually. Monday, we might need to sell 8. Tuesday, we sell 4. Wednesday, we sell 3. Thursday, we sell 5. Friday, we sell 2. Saturday, we sell 9, right? Each individual day has to be a variable. When we just have a flat, steady, consistent, even-keeled goal every day, what it becomes is flat, steady, and even-keeled. And that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for growth. So growth comes through these waves, these patterns, these shifts. That's what's natural. So I want you to start adjusting your daily goals. Don't make it just flat, make it a mix. I'm going to give you an example of somebody who's done this and check out the result that he's got.
Hi, I'm Bob Kane, General Manager and Vice President of Jack Kane Ford in Versailles, Kentucky. Since joining Glenn Lundy's 800% Club 90 days ago, Jack Kane Ford has increased its sales by over 136%. In fact, in January, we set a company record by selling more vehicles in the month of January than we have ever done in 61 years of business. I'd highly recommend...
How about that? A record After 61 years in business, they broke the all-time record last month. Congratulations to Jack came forward and all their guys. Congratulations, Bob. They broke an all-time record. But this was a part of how we did it. We changed and we started setting different varying goals every single day. The team knows what's the target for that day. And it's different than yesterday and it's different than tomorrow. And keeping them on their toes and on their edge. Can you believe that? They broke an all-time record. Most cars they've ever sold in 61 years in the month of January. Super, super, super proud. It works. Mix it up. Vary the goals. Number 4 is I need you to, if you're looking to make a change, you just want to change your career, you want to change your results, then change your clothes. All right, change your clothes, dude. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds simple, but if you always wear the same stuff day in and day out, you're like, okay, this is how I dress. This is my style. Well, this is the only way that I'm comfortable, so on and so forth. Mix it up, dude. Change something. Take that old shirt and throw it away. Get you a new one. I know you're cheap. I know you're like, well, I can't afford it right now. Get yourself some new clothes. If you don't normally throw on a tie, throw on a tie. If you don't normally wear a suit, wear a suit. Mix it up, man. Mix it up. You'll see the changes will come when you shift the littles. The last one, number 5, and I got to get through this fast or else I'm going to run out of time. Number 5, I want you to be a modern day shepherd. All right? I want you to be a modern day shepherd. So there are still shepherds out there. There's still people that can take care of flocks of thousands of sheep. And what's interesting about these modern day shepherds, and what I mean by this when I say I want you to be a modern day shepherd, is there's 3 main things that a modern day shepherd does. They take responsibility for the flock. They protect the flock from predators, and they protect the health of the flock. If you really want to see a change in your career, you want to get to a point where you see promotion, where you see increase financially, where it really starts to move and rev up, do those 3 things. Take responsibility for everyone in the building. Take responsibility for them, respect them, care for them, treat them the way that they want to be treated. Protect the business itself from predators. There are people out there that are trying to prey on your company. They're trying to break in. They're trying to destroy it. They're trying to attack it. You can protect that with your actions by branding your company, by proudly showing the world who you work for and why you work for them. So protect your company from predators. Help them to grow, and you will grow. And lastly, protect the health. Protect the health of the company as far as don't allow any negativity in the building. Don't allow any gossip. Don't allow anybody to plant seeds in your head that are not the reality of the situation, which the reality of the situation is you are a part of something amazing and you can create something even more amazing from within. It only takes one person to go in to be able to completely elevate, lift up, and take a company and every member in it to levels they've never been at before. I challenge you to be that one person. Be the shepherd. Watch what happens in your life. It'll be incredible. Listen, my friend, you have powers far beyond your beliefs. You are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything, made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be.